A Russian soldier has been overheard in a phone call to his mother describing huge losses and whole forest dotted with dead soldiers during attempts to attack the village of Ivanivka in the Kupiansk direction. In the intercepted call published by Ukraine's Military Intelligence Directorate, the soldier says he and his fellow troops don't stand a chance in the face of Ukrainian armored vehicles, snipers, and machine gunners, resulting in huge losses of manpower. "There's such a slaughter going on there," he says. "More than 1,000 were killed there. The 1st and 2nd Battalion was thrown forward. There's a hell of a lot of 200S, code for dead, even more 300S, code for wounded." He goes on. "Ukrainians don't let them approach anywhere near them and shoot at everyone. Our guys come up there, and their tank drives up blindly and starts stomping everyone," the soldier says. The soldier then goes on to describe the horrifying scenes he has seen, suggesting the whole attempt to take ground in the Kupiansk direction is futile. "This whole forest landing in front of us dotted with the dead soldiers," he says. "They can't even take Ivanovka. It's ridiculous that they still mention capturing Novoselovka or even Kupiansk. They must be kidding." He then says that when a unit of 20 men attack a Ukrainian position, only 2 or 3 come back. He adds, "The guys who tried to capture these Ukrainian dugouts died there. Ukrainian tank buried them there. It hit the dugout and started spinning on it. What kind of dugout will withstand it? There are more than 70 tons. Speaking further, he adds that the Ukrainian positions are well fortified and concreted. About 8 Ukrainian soldiers can contain the assault of hundreds of enemy forces. He says, "Yesterday Sam flew the plane and said that just 8 people were sitting in the trench, just 8 Ukrainians. And our men go there by the hundreds, and they are not even capable of taking that thing. Snipers and machine gunners are sitting there, and that's it. There's absolutely no one else there. There's a pillbox. It turns 180 degrees and everything that can be mowed down." According to the Kharkiv region's military administration, the Russian forces tried to attack Ivanivka and Sinkivka 5 times over the past few days, but had no success. At the same time, there was a notable reduction in the frequency of Russian attacks over the last 24 hours. Prior to this, they had been launching up to 30 assaults daily for several consecutive weeks. While the authenticity of the call has not been confirmed, both Ukrainian, Russian, and independent sources confirm Russia is suffering huge losses right now, with the daily rate of soldiers killed approaching an all-time high. And let's see the other news. Avdiivka meat grinder for Russian forces continues. The Ukrainian Special Operation Forces destroyed 4 Russian APCs and 2 tanks suppressing Russian advance there. The Ukrainians employed FPV drones, javelins, and mortars. Satellite imagery has confirmed that the Russian military has lost at least 109 military vehicles, primarily armored fighting vehicles and tanks, near Avdiivka between October 10th and 20th. The Russian command has funneled additional forces to the Avdiivka front to offset heavy manpower losses and maintain the Russian military's ability to sustain its ongoing offensive effort. Heavy Russian equipment losses around Avdiivka will likely undermine Russian offensive capabilities over the long term. The Russian command will likely struggle to offset Russian equipment losses, particularly in armored vehicles. And Russian sources claim the infamous traitor Oleg Zarof, a former Ukrainian MP who switched sides in 2014, has been stabbed near his home in Yalta, Crimea. At the start of the full-scale invasion, some reported that Zarof could become the head of the Ukrainian puppet state. So another traitor bites the dust. Rapid disassembly of a Russian T-90 tank in Robotine. How Russian armored vehicles disappear. The largest Russian storage base, Vagzhanovo. The fact that the Vagzhanovo base in Buryatia is the largest in Russia is evidenced by calculations made by the Moscow Times based on Google Earth data. A brief history of the base in numbers. 5 months before the full-scale war in Ukraine, in September 2021, there were approximately 3,840 armored vehicles stored in Vagzhanovo. 8 months into the full-scale war, in November 2022, there were about 2,600 armored vehicles left at the base, and by May 2023, approximately 2,270 remained. Thus, during this time, 1,570 units, or 40.8% of the armored vehicles, were removed from the base. The majority of them, 32%, were removed after the mobilization was announced at the end of 2022. We all know where they went, right? EU leaders approved plans to use billions of euros from frozen Russian assets to help Ukraine. The European Commission will put forward relevant legal proposals in early December. At the EU summit, the leaders of Hungary and Slovakia were urged to think about the consequences of their proposals to abandon military support for Ukraine, said the Prime Minister of Estonia. And Putin's friend Orban was a bit sad that no one wanted to take a photo with him at the Euro summit. People of this kind don't become close to us in terms of faith or culture. Russian Patriarch Kirill on the increasing number of people with a different faith and a different culture. According to him, if the number of such people continues to grow, Russia will lose the country.
Церковь сейчас очень активно занимается. У нас действительно недостаточная рождаемость. Последствия могут быть катастрофическими для страны. Мы великая страна, у нас огромные просторы, у нас не хватает людей. А ведь общество развивается, и кому-то надо работать. И вот появляются гастарбайтеры, которые вначале выглядят как совсем уж чужие, иностранные, не умеют ни говорить, ничего, потом начинают немножко по-русски. Но потом женятся на русских, а потом прописка, а потом становятся гражданами. Как будто бы в этом не должно быть ничего плохого. Но есть один риск. Вот такого рода люди, они не становятся близким нам ни по вере, ни по культуре. У них своя вера и своя культура. И образованный, интеллигентный русский человек должен с уважением относиться и к вере, и к культуре. Но если иная вера, иная культура будет так распространяться, что в какой-то момент они сравняются, или, не дай бог, в какой-то момент та иная культура, иная вера станет доминировать, мы потеряем страну, мы потеряем свою идентичность. Поэтому, не входя в тонкости миграционной политики, я еще раз хотел бы подчеркнуть, что не просто стремление заполучить дешевую рабочую силу в городе Москве должно быть двигателем, который сюда движет огромное количество людей, принадлежащих к иной культуре, к иной вере, не знающих часто русского языка и не имеющих, простите, уважения к России и к ее народу. Не о всех говорю, но ведь есть те люди, которые и язык-то не учат специально. Поэтому вот создание вот этой межрелигиозной и межнациональной напряженности, которая может в будущем очень сильно ранить наше общество, оно формируется как бы из мелочей, которые сейчас очевидны, а завтра эти мелочи могут стать уже не мелочами.
Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.